Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am Frankly FM84. A big thank you for joining me on another episode of Bello Calcio. We are currently out in Japan in the J-League managing Shonan Bellmare. So in yesterday's episode, if you were with us, you'd have seen us beat Gamba Osaka 1-0. We had a game really where we were huffing and puffing. I think we were valued for the 3 points, but I think we could have been a bit more convincing with our victory. So, since you've been away, we have pushed forwards to the Sagan Tosu game, and that is who we'll be playing today. But let's show you the schedule and what's been happening in the league since you've been away. So, since that 1-0 victory against Gamba Osaka, we played Kyoto Sanga, and we beat them 3-1 at home. We had 18 shots, 7 of which were on target. Next year, 3.01, so smack bang on the money there. And Tariq Elianusi was on fire as he fired in a hat-trick from this attacking forward left position. We then played against Vissel Kobe and Mr. Iniesta. We invited them to the Hiratsuka Stadium, and again we absolutely battered them. We dominated the game, didn't let them have a single shot on target in the 90 minutes. We had 22 of our own with 7 on target and a goal from Aboa Bonner, giving us 3 more points in that game. We then had a silly 1-1 draw with Jubilo Iwata, where we were the better team for quite a lot of the game until one flashpoint in the 66th minute when Yamada got himself sent off for a second bookable offence. Bit of a silly one really, but the damage was pretty much done. We couldn't break them down, and that meant we only took a point from that Jubilo Iwata game. We then went on and played Kashima Antlers in the J-League Cup Group C. Group C, and again we were convincing winners there. 3-1 winning away from home. Goals from Yamada, Machida and Okamoto. We then played Cerezo Osaka in the J-League, another game where we dominated from start to finish. The goal line, or scoreline, sorry, is only 1-0, but we scored through Nago. We had 24 shots, 7 of which were on target, and dominated the game pretty much from first kick to last. We then had a game where it finally all clicked together in terms of the goal scoring department. We won 5-1 on the road in the Nihondaira Stadium in Shizuoka. 5-1 victory. Goals from Oiwa, Shibata, Wellington and Elianusi, sealing 3 points in that game. And then last time out, we went and played Nagoya Grampus 8 at the Toyota Stadium, and we beat them 2-0 away from home. 19 shots, 7 of which on target, and goals from Wellington and Ovalar, getting us 3 more points. So that brings you bang up to date with everything that is going on in the league. Let's show you the league table. You can see that we have now suddenly amassed a 7-point lead at the top of the table, and considering we were relegation candidates at the start of the season, something special is happening here, as all of a sudden we are looking to pull away from the pack. We even have that game in hand at the top that could make it a 10-point lead. So everybody is quite impressed. The board are saying we are doing a fantastic job, an A+ now in terms of our job. We are absolutely locked into our position, under no threat of the sack at all. So let's not waste any more time. We have brought you all up to date. You're here for a game of football, so let's show you what happens when we play Sagan Tosu in the J-League. Okay then, so the team lineup is locked in, and the 11 that we are going to be putting out on the pitch today against Sagan Tosu is Graka in goal, Takahashi at left back, Giovanni, Oiwa and Okamoto are the rest of the back four. Aboa Bonner moves into midfield. He can actually play as an anchorman, so using a bit of his utility there as we are struggling a little bit in that defensive midfield area. Shibata and Yamada are the other 2 midfielders, and then Machida, Ohashi and Ovalar are going to be the starting 3 up front. Hopefully will bring us the goals to get us 3 more points as we look to extend our lead at the top of the J-League table. Here we go then, the match day build-up has begun. The team lineups are being displayed now as Sagan Tosu are playing pretty much a 4-1-4-1 formation. We are there with our 4-3-3, pretty much 4-3-3 formation that has been serving us so well. You can see the league table now is on the screen. and we have that 7-point lead at the top, which has come as a complete surprise to absolutely everybody. I'm pretty sure everybody at the start of the season, having had us down in 16th place, would have believed that we could even be near the top, let alone that far clear. And again, as I said, 3 points today would put us hopefully 10 points clear of the pack, and it means that maybe a bit of rotation, bit of resting can happen, as we still are in the Champions League and we are still in the League Cup. So a lot of games left to go between here and the end of the season, and Sagan Tosu are starting off on the front foot, it seems, as they are building an attack after 5 minutes, as Honda plays the ball to Takahashi, ball over the top to Ohata. Honda into the box now, Clayton plays it back out, but Honda back to Takahashi, back to Honda. Clayton takes a touch, he's opened his body out, bent the shot. Luckily for us, it hits the top of the crossbar and has gone over for a goal kick. So even though we are having some shots in the background, it was that first attack from Sagan Tosu that got the attention of the highlight, and now we are building our own attack as the ball is crossed the back post, and there is Shuto Machida to score another goal with his head. Number 10 for the season now. He is becoming quite reliable up front when we need a rotation option, or when he just needs to get goals himself. He just steps up every single time. As I said, that's 10 on the season now, and that really is a clever finish. He's just waited for the defender to commit, gone with him, got in there with his head first, beat the goalkeeper at the near post, and we will take that as we take a 1-0 lead. We now have a corner. It's going to be swung in, and the header goes just wide from Giovanni. He did well to get into the box and make his own space before the header. And look, unfortunately for us, and luckily for Sagan Tosu, it just goes wide of the post. So we are building some decent attacks. And again, 8 shots, 3 of which have been on target next year of 0.85 means that we really, if we had a out-and-out goal scorer, I mean, I know we've got Wellington, but he's not playing in today's game and he can't really stay fit. Plus, he wants to leave. So in the off-season, an out-and-out goal scorer, oof, what is the goalkeeper doing there? Greca just lost track of the ball, it seemed. It hit the top of the crossbar and goes over. But yeah, if we buy an out-and-out striker in the off-season, this team could be lethal, because we are certainly creating enough chances up the top end of the pitch for us to be scoring bags of goals. And unfortunately, we only take like 3 out of 8 chances on target, and only take 1 of those as a goal. And we really could be making life so much easier for ourselves. But then I suppose, where's the challenge in that? You want to make sure it stays a little bit competitive. You don't want to be running away with these things. But having said that, we are on the attack again. So let's see what comes of this. Okamoto to Aburbana. Giovanni to Okamoto. Aburbana's much further up the pitch and getting involved. Defends or holds the ball up well. Shibata to Ahashi. Ahashi's had the shot. Goalkeeper gets down low. Turns it around for a corner. And the score stays 1-0. But we are going to be swinging this ball in. Let's have a look. Shibata on the ball, swings it into the near post. Ovalar with a terrible header. I'm hoping he meant to flick that on and not head it back towards the corner flag, because we definitely know that he's a lot better than that chance would suggest. So as you can see, we have a few players here that already are needing to be rested on the bench. And we now have Machida, who is looking out on his feet. We also really need to bring on a right back, so Kobayashi is going to go and play there, and could do with taking Takahashi off as well, so Yamamoto is going to come on. I know it's dangerous to make 3 substitutions after 66 minutes, but I've got a feeling that we're probably going to need it to stay fresh, especially when the scoreline is 1-0. If we could go and get a second goal, then it probably ease the pressure a bit. But Sagan Tosu are on the attack. Ball goes all the way through the penalty area, and they're going to pick it back up on the far side. Higuchi turns, plays it back to Ishii. What's he going to do? Back to Sakai, to Higuchi, Takahashi. Somebody needs to be stepping up here, stepping out, trying to get a foot on the ball, or at least try and take the ball off of them, because they're just having far too long, far too easy. And then Clayton with a header. I don't understand why he's took that chance on there. He's headed the ball back across goal. Really could have took a touch, played it into his path and smashed that with his feet. Not too sure why he's doing that kind of acrobatic header to try and get back into the game, but we don't mind as long as they keep missing. But they are on the attack again, and this is danger coming in the 84th minute. Cross comes in, Yamamoto deals with it well at the back. Wakatsuki then turns on the ball, runs towards them. Let's see what he can do. He's gone towards the corner flag to waste a few seconds, and then tries a ball to play all the way back, and he's left us now. Luckily, that we've got numbers back, but Sento is ahead of quite a few of them. He's crossed the ball in, and there is Offo Edu to equalise at the back post. And in fairness, the goal has been coming. We've been saying for the last couple of minutes that they've been building the pressure up, and the defending hasn't been great. And then again, there, I'm not too sure why he's allowed to get the ball all the way to that position past Oiwa, and then it gives the guy the tap in at that post. It's disappointing defending, but nothing you can do about it really. As long as we don't throw away 3 points, or as long as we don't throw away a point after having 3 points almost in the bag, then it's not too bad, because with our game in hand, it means that we now should have an 8-point lead if nobody else has played at worst, and we have dropped a few points if nobody else has played. So yeah, looking at this now, it's a 7-point gap still at the top to FC Tokyo. So Kawasaki must have lost or drawn, and then we've drawn as well. So not the end of the world to have that draw. So let's jump back to the home screen. Let's have a little look at this. Yeah, so 7-point gap there. So look at the schedule. We did say in yesterday's episode that we had 2 games eyed up here. So Sagan Tosu was the first one, and then it was going to be the Emperor's Cup. But as you can see, the J League Cup playoff stage has taken over that. So I'm thinking maybe we come back for the second leg of the playoff stage and then for the Emperor's Cup. So 3 games in quick succession, but 3 games that will have importance in 3 different competitions. Seems like a logical step. Quick run over the league table then again, just to show you a 7-point gap there with a game in hand. So we could still extend to 10 points if we win that game in hand. So pretty happy with how this is going. Let's take you just to have a little look at the club vision screen. So A+ for the job. Very pleased with 2-0 victory in the Cup Group C victory over Consadole Sapporo. Delighted with the club's League One performance and pleased with the 9-1 victory in the Champions League. And then the only thing they're really disappointed about is the fact that we bought players in and then have loaned them all out, and they probably would have liked a bit more money for each of them, but hey ho, we wanted to get the players in, we wanted to build them up, and we are looking to sell them on. So first team football we can't offer them, but they could get it somewhere else, so that is what we have done. But right, I'm going to stop waffling on. This is pretty much going to be the end of the episode here. So again, if you're still here, you're still watching the content, firstly, a big thank you for doing so. If you're new here, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Also, go back, check out some of the other content on the channel. Got Leeds United Save that is still ongoing. We also have the potential superstars of FM22 that has been quite a big success. But for this one, I'm going to wrap it here. A big thank you for watching, and join us again tomorrow as we face off against mystery opponent in the League Cup playoff stage.